Hi everyone, and welcome to my top 20 villains list. As I said, I found Hurricaneger in full, so you'll get a Sentai Snob video of that. I deleted my video of me covering it, so you'll get a new one. But anyways, on to the baddies. First off, I'd like to start off with some honorable mentions. Nucus from Beetleborgs. Now, he and another villain I mentioned on this list are the only villains in Beetleborgs that are taken seriously. All the other ones are, for lack of a better word, cartoon characters. Better words. I mean, Beetleborgs wasn't exactly known for its villains, and it's essentially kids that just want to be Power Rangers, at least for the first part of this show. But Nucus was a lot of fun to watch, especially in his debut. But other than that, Harbell was alright, but Nucus stole the show. But next on my honorable mentions list is Venjix from Power Rangers RPM. This is just a voice. I mean, he does have the occasional body, but mainly he's just a voice. It's kind of like an evil Zordon in a lot of ways. But Power Rangers RPM is actually one of my favorite seasons. And for the very reason it's kind of post-apocalyptic and the Rangers are the last line of defense. Next up is Rancic from Power Rangers Time Force. Now, I'm a big fan of the sympathetic villain, ones that fell into their role and aren't evil for the sake of being evil. Rancic is one of those villains. And I never thought I'd see it in a Power Rangers series where you actually feel sorry for the main bad guy, though Jen does point out that he turned away the help. Rancic is definitely worth an honorable mention. The next honorable mention I give to is Gaston. His psychology is different than any other villain because he doesn't start off as the bad guy. He just sort of starts off as a bully and a jerk. Always pushing people around, trying to get Belle, etc. But let's get to the actual list, shall we? Peanut tribute. Number 20, Shadowborg. Hence why I have Beetleborgs on my wall. See? And I'm trying to get them all. Shadowborg actually posed a real threat. Hence them to need a new Beetleborg. And it took them 6 parts to defeat him. And once they did, they never mentioned the White Blaster Borg again, nor do they mention Shadowborg, which is a shame because he's actually a pretty good villain. And he's probably one of the best I've ever seen. Number 19, Rio from Geki Ranger. This is a villain that just wants power. and he'll stop at nothing to get it. And with Rio, he has a constant feud with Geki Red. It's kind of nice to see in more recent Sentai the Red go up against a main baddie. I mean, Bosco and Gokai Red, Wolzard and Maji Red, Rion and Boken Red, Juzo and Shinken Red, etc. Anyways, I'm kind of cheating with this one because he does turn good in the end. But still, he's very much an intimidating presence. Number 18. The original Green Ranger. Okay. All nostalgia aside, this guy, he could do anything. When he was evil, he could shoot lightning bolts, and he could do all sorts of things. And it was a lot of fun to watch him just tear up, Jason David Frank tear up the scenery as Tommy. I mean, wow. Number 17. Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now I'm mainly going by the Disney version in this one. But I haven't read the book yet, but I plan to. This guy is just a nasty bastard. And he's practically Bill O'Reilly. Oh, come on. Doug Walker used that one. I'm entitled to think the same way, too. I mean, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Number 16. The Psycho Rangers. Okay, so I just want to clarify something at this point. I'll do anime villains later. The Psycho Rangers actually put up a good fight for our heroes, and, well, it was a lot of fun to see them. And one thing I'd pay to see is the evil Green Ranger face the Psycho Rangers. That'd be fun. Number 15. Magneto. Okay, again, huge fan of the sympathetic villain. I mean, his reasons for hating humanity are just. He's a Holocaust survivor. He watched his parents die. I mean, if you've seen the cartoon or watched the movies, you know this guy means trouble. Number 14. Venom. Don't think I was pissed off that we got little to no Venom in Spider-Man 3. It's like Raimi didn't even know what he was doing. I'll admit, I like Spider-Man 3. It's a guilty pleasure, to be sure. But god damn it, what works about it, works about it. But Venom just doesn't work. Come on. We need... In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, we need to see Venom. Come on. Alright. Number 13. Astronema from Power Rangers in Space. Unlike Lord Zed, who I didn't put on this list, Astronema doesn't get watered down. She doesn't take shit from her henchmen, and she brainwashes the Ninja Turtles. How badass is she? Just pretty badass. Number 12. Jim from Edward Scissorhands. Okay, this, like Gaston, is the type of bad guy that you'd expect to be the hero, just like in Beauty and the Beast. but he's abusive to Winona Ryder, and he's not a very nice guy, but you don't know that until later on in the story. But he's a lot of fun to watch, and the final confrontation at the end between him and Edward, definitely worth another watch. Number 11. Any usual member of the Batman animated series Rogues Gallery. Okay, so I'm kind of cheating with this one since it's a whole multitude. I mean, this includes Harley Quinn and some of the others. But to be honest, a lot of these guys are just victims of their own creation and aren't bad for the sake of being bad. And their lives are destroyed by tragic events. That's really cool. I mean, the animated series is praised by many, including me. But what really makes it good is the baddies. Unlike the Burton movies, which rely heavy on their bad guys, this series is a good combination of relying on your villains and relying on the hero. But it blends it all together. Okay, so that's part 1, and I'll see you guys in part 2.